Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today on Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we're with Tess Kerksen from the Wisconsin State Fair. Tess, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Good. Tess, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up and talk about your career up until now with the State Fair?
Yes, I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, actually. So not in Wisconsin native born, but I love the state. I ended up going to school in Wisconsin, and just fell in love with everything there is to love about Wisconsin. And so falling at the Wisconsin State Fair and working here has just been absolutely serendipitous and perfect. Before working at the state fair, I actually worked in the theme park industry at Six Flags. So did that for about 10 years, started as a ride operator. So our midway here at the fair holds a really special place in my heart as well. So rides and attractions, all that is really fun to me. Worked my way up at Six Flags to be the PR manager there and the communications manager. And then I actually left to start my own event planning business. So I've definitely got the event side as well in my blood. And after that, I did that for a few years, realized I really missed being with more people and working in a collaborative environment, and found the job at the fair, and it was a perfect fit for me.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to school at Milwaukee Area Technical College. That's where I graduated from, with a focus on event planning and meeting planning, which ends up being a great skill to have when you work when you're planning an event for a million people.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So talk a little bit about um, well, let's talk about carnival rides for just a second. Do you like find yourself drifting down the midway, nudging somebody aside, like, hey, can I operate for a little bit?
I haven't done that just yet. I don't know if I have the proper training to do
Right,
that, but
right, right. Yeah.
absolutely keep my eyes laser focused on the midway, because it's so much fun, such a unique experience that people don't get all the time. They don't get to ride these incredible attractions and amusement rides all of the time, so it's such a special experience you only really get a couple times a year. And so to be able to see that in people, and still from my original background of Six Flags to then come to the fair and still be able to see those smiles is so special to me. And people just, they're having a blast at our Spin City Midway, and I just love being down there.
What's your favorite ride on the Midway?
That's a hard one, but I actually think it would be our wave swinger. And it's just stunning the way it spins around and has all the seats, and it's a really pretty ride. It's right in the middle of our Spin City Midway, and it's really become pretty iconic in our Midway as well. So I really like that one.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Give us some highlights of the Wisconsin State Fair. What are some things that you're really known for?
Yeah. So of course, agriculture, huge part of our fair. And it's just a cornerstone in everything that we do. We keep really laser focused on ag. But also we're a food fair. And it's been a little bit of an interesting ride of me coming to kind of know that and understand how important food is to the Wisconsin State Fair fairgoer. But we have the Sporkies, which is our creative and innovative food competition where our vendors vie for the top spot of the best food of the fair. And that is huge for our fairgoers. They're looking for who wins the Golden Spork, what the best top 8 foods are, and they try to eat their way through all 8 Sporky finalists for sure.
And this is
Um,
voted on by the ticket holder, by the gate admission people?
it's actually voted on from an expert panel of chefs, and different people from the community before the fair, which is really great. So when you come to the fair, you know which one is the top one and which one the winner is. So we kind of strategically do that so people don't have to wait to find out the winner. But we also have a fairgoer favorite where you can vote, the fairgoer can vote for what their favorite item is. And it really encourages our vendors to come up with really creative food ideas. Like the gummy bear brat was one of them that was not a Sporky finalist. It didn't make it to the finals, but it was just an incredible entry that people had to try. So just really fun stuff.
Not a finalist. That's great. That's great. Very cool. For you, Tess, what is the reward in your job, in your position? What's the great reward there?
It's so easy to say. It's seeing the fairgoers, and it's seeing the light that comes to their faces when they walk through those gates after 360 something days of not being at the fair, and bring back all of those memories for people. They've gone to the fair with their grandparents. It's such a generational thing, a fair, and it's so magical to see, you know, multi-generations coming down the giant slide or experiencing their cream puff, which is a total Wisconsin favorite, together. So that is definitely my favorite part.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. A couple of fun questions. I'm a live music guy. I'm an entertainment guy. What is the best concert you've ever seen in your life, Tess?
I'm so glad you asked this because I love this band and I love this show that was actually here at the fair in 2019.
Okay.
Fit in the Tantrums. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're totally like poppy and fun, and they just put on a fantastic show.
All right. All right. We'll go with that. I like that. I've definitely heard of them. Haven't seen them live. Definitely heard of them. Okay. So dead or alive, you could bring one act to the Wisconsin State Fair. Who would you bring, Tess?
Ooh, I would have to go with my tried and true, like my favorite, and it's David Bowie.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
First to ever say, you're the first to ever say David Bowie. However, yeah, no, it would fill the stands for sure.
For sure. I mean, so many great hits, just hit after hit, so many great nostalgic songs. So definitely would be David Bowie for me.
Perfect. Jess, how do people find out more about the Wisconsin State Fair?
Yes, you can head to wistatefair.com, but also just follow us on our social channels, WI State Fair. Really easy to find us. And definitely check out our TikTok too, because we're pumping out a lot of content there.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Tess, so much for being on with us.
Absolutely.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of